Bad deal, activists claim Marcos deal with Trump a sellout of the Philippines by Gabriel Pabico-Lalu, Philippine Daily Inquirer. The deal that President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. struck with United States, U.S. President Donald Trump on tariffs was disadvantageous and a sellout of Philippine interests, different progressive groups said on Wednesday. ACT Teachers Party List Rep. Antonio Tinio in a statement said that what Marcos did was to turn the Philippines into a dumping ground for American products. As in exchange for the 1% point reduction on the tariffs for Philippine products entering the U.S., some U.S. products that will be exported to the Philippines will have zero tariffs. Marcos was in Washington to discuss with U.S. President Donald Trump the 20% tariff imposed by the latter on Philippine goods imported by the global superpower. After the discussions, Trump agreed to slightly reduce the tariff to 19%, while the Philippines will have an open market for the U.S. from 20%. Marcos Jr. proudly announced he got the U.S. tariff down to 19 percentage point, a measly 1 percentage point drop. In exchange, the Philippines is now a no-tariff dumping ground for U.S. automobiles, soy, wheat and pharmaceutical giants. This is not diplomacy. This visit has turned out to be a disastrous humiliation ritual where Marcos Jr. surrenders markets and sovereignty while Trump gets to crow about winning, Tinio said. It is ironic that while Philippine presidents from Ramos in the 1990s have championed free trade, with disastrous consequences for our local industry and agriculture, and despite the current president's servile insistence on strengthened U.S. economic ties, Marcos Jr. must now eat the 19 percentage point tariff that Trump has slapped on Philippine exports. So much for the ironclad special relationship, he added. According to Tinio, the deal would be bad for local industries as they would have to compete with lower-priced U.S. products due to the zero tariffs on some products. While zero-tariff U.S. products flooding our shelves, goods produced by Filipino manufacturers and farmers are slapped with an exorbitant and arbitrary tariff. Some will be forced out of the U.S. market, leading to job losses and economic dislocation, Tinio stressed. On top of the open market giveaway, we are seeing accelerated U.S. military build-up, an ammunition hub in Subic and a new naval facility in Palawan, without any transparent treaty ratification. The Filipino people are paying twice, in lost livelihoods and in surrendered sovereignty, he added. Bagong Alliance ang Bayan, meanwhile said that the deal with Trump is the worst deal ever, adding that it only highlights the grossly unequal master and puppet relations between the two countries. Furthermore, Bayan said that the Philippine government must fully disclose the terms of this grossly lopsided agreement. Did the Philippine president sell out our economy in exchange for something? For the promise of U.S. military aid perhaps? Has national interest and sovereignty become that cheap under Marcos? What did Marcos get for the Philippines to allow zero tariffs on U.S. goods, a move that is detrimental to the Philippine economy and its local producers? Bayan asked. If the ironclad alliance comes with selling out the economy in exchange for military aid, then that's not really an alliance and that's not really aid. That's neocolonialism, they added. Despite the low discount into the original tariff rates, Marcos' allies have touted the president's efforts in building a strong relationship with the U.S. Earlier, Leyte 1st District Rep. Ferdinand Martin Romualdez said that Marcos' visit to the U.S. is a critical moment as the new trade and defense discussions gave the Philippines a stronger footing in global affairs. This is more than just an official, working visit. This is a statement of confidence that the Philippines is ready to lead, to compete and to stand tall among nations, Romualdez, Speaker of the House of Representatives during the 19th Congress, said. President Marcos has once again proven that our foreign policy can be both principled and pragmatic, firm in defending our interests, but also generous in building alliances that uplift our people, he added. According to Romualdez, access to the U.S. market will always be a game changer, as it allows Filipino companies to compete globally, and have their products sold at one of the world's biggest stages. Access to the U.S. market is a game changer, Romualdez said. It means more small and medium Filipino enterprises will be able to compete globally. It means more chances for our farmers, our fisherfolk, and our local producers to earn and grow. We are bringing the world closer to our shores and bringing Filipino excellence to the world. Nations are not built overnight. What matters is that President Marcos secured a seat at the table, and the terms of engagement can be shaped from here. This is how statesmanship works, steady, strategic and always with the people in mind, he added.